Happy Halloween. Feel your inner skeleton, the bones. Feel whether your right sit bone is balanced with your left sit bone, or whether you're leaning heavily on one side. Feel the weight of the bones and the muscles hanging off them in the legs. See if that invites some relaxation, some calm into the legs. Just to get a sense whether you're leaning forward or backwards, try and just feel your inner skeletal body, all the muscles everywhere just relaxed, hanging off the bone. Just like if you found a skeleton and trying to stack each vertebrae on the other so that the skeleton could sit up straight without any muscular tension. Try and find a posture that works for your skeletal body. So each vertebrae is stacked in a way such that the head and the heart feel light and floating. So the skeleton wouldn't fall forward or fall backwards or fall to one side, left or right. Once you have this balanced sense in the body, effortless, you can keep working at it and adjusting it. Begin to notice the breath. Invite the breath to settle down. Notice how the breath, the inhale, it sort of pulls us forward and up. And on the exhale, it lassos us or slinkies us back and down. Notice how the bones are sort of stretched between the vertebrae on the inhale. Ever so slightly, there's an upward movement that is then compressed on the exhale. Notice the expansion of the ribs, whether there's more expansion at the front or the back ribs. They're not just stationary, they're gently moving out on the in-breath, and coming back in on the out-breath. So notice that expansion and contraction. Some people can see their inner skeleton. I can. It's just kind of this white glowing light. It's actually very calming. It's a useful imaginary action that the mind can take in meditation. That's why I'm introducing it to you. It was taught by the Buddha. I think it aids in relaxation and a deep connection in meditation, and it can have visual uses too. You can feel the weight in the bones, and the stiffness. Kind of rigidity. So the breath, which is very fluid, kind of pushes up against them and moves them a little bit and expands them, but not much. So it's very subtle. Requires honing in your sensitivity level to a higher degree. And so it's kind of a fitness test for meditators to be able to kind of grasp and sensitize their awareness to bones. And it takes some comfort with our own mortality to meditate on our bones. Things come and go. They're made out of calcium, and just like a calcium deposit you might find in the earth, we have calcium deposits that we carry around. And other minerals. It's like our inner mind. They're constantly being replaced and allowing for chemical reactions to happen throughout the day. It's an active exchange. It's not a permanent thing. Just like think of bones as being the most permanent thing, the thing that survives the decay of the flesh. And yet, they're constantly being replaced. Even when they're in the ground, they're absorbing other minerals in the ground and creating, interacting with their environment. Can even send metta to our bones. Why not we send it to our organs, our heart, we send it to other people, we send it to ourselves. I think the Celtic tradition tells us that this time of year the veil between life and death is thinnest. So, whether it's true or not, let's send metta, loving kindness, and blessings to our deceased relatives. Even ones we never heard of, going back into time, connecting with our ancestry. Whether you believe in spirits or ghosts or an afterlife, doesn't matter. Just send good thoughts to all the possibility of beings in other realms all around us. Notice how the breath can assist with that feeling of porousness, the way the breath just can feel like you're breathing outside the body, like there's a body outside the physical body. You can feel a coolness in the air around you. It's not physical, it feels like a few inches outside of you. There's no skin when the eyes are closed. There's a sensitivity zone that's you can't really measure, but it would include the skin but not be confined by it. And there's a continuity of this sensitivity zone. Kind of goes on and goes inward and downward and outward. It's affected by the breath. So as we breathe, staying in connection with this web or fabric of living, sensitive qualities. And this is what we call life, if someone says your name or gets your attention. It's what we refer to as here. I'm here. I'm alive. You could just say, I am. It's the basic background. It's what, if ghosts and spirits exist, that's what they would feel too. It would be a universal, any entity would have this field or network of sensations that feels present. If we look closely, it's constantly changing and it's rich and dynamic, flowing. It's vibrational, extremely diverse. Feels like a wave. Sometimes we feel in sync with other people and we feel a common sort of wave between two people. You all of a sudden say the same word or think the same thought, but you feel it first, even before the thought comes. It felt shared. And that's a zone with which we can speak to another world, share a common language. We don't need to speak an ancient Indian language, whatever native language was spoken here. Call forth the spirits from this ground. We can speak with our loving presence. Speak vibrations from our heart. And so we breathe into this common fabric and vibrate it and manipulate it. Noticing faster frequencies or slower. We create our own special resonance, our unique signature. The dance we play of our love connection with others, and our fear and shame gets wrapped up in that. But really the love is just the connection. And that's all there is. It's just connections happening, rising in awareness. Awareness touching, being one with everything. And the fear and the shame is just a thought. It's completely made up. There's nothing outside of contact, what I call love. See if you can try and feel what I was just saying. Really breathe into that presence. No fear, no shame. And still have your traumas and feel the presence of them without the thought, creating a false distance. So there's nothing to fear in this spirit realm of presence. There's nothing but love. Everything else is just made up stories to scare kids. So what are your ghosts, the thoughts that haunt you? You can connect with them lovingly, just in contact. Release them. Stop holding your ghosts captive, the thoughts that haunt you. Let them heal in this infinite bath of presence. Melt away. Let them flow away. Don't forget to ask for assistance for other beings one can imagine other beings exist that can assist this process. This release. The healing is in the contact. It just loses its name. The desire to pretend you can separate from contact is gone through thought. It's just dynamic movement. In the illusion, you can push away from vibrations or pull them in. And think of your heart as a bountiful fountain of blessings for all beings, and just let it gush forth, shower the world with blessings. Vibrational openness of giving. It's how we heal from traumas. We recognize their nature as tending towards freedom. We let them go. We stop pretending we can imprison things in our mind. Our mind is that which is slipped through. is released and releasable. It's empty at its core. That's why it's also everywhere, all at once, capable of imagining a better future, more loving presence. And seeing that as the truth of its own nature. Both fabricated and real. Well, if you like this fun, spooky meditation guidance, continue on this line with yourself or come back to the breath. Stabilize yourself in this beautiful, vast presence, this flowing presence. And rest here in the in-between, where here and there dissolve. And light and dark are a dynamic ritual, dancing like the candles against our eyelids in front of us. close, let's do some spooky metta. Instead of sending metta, let's receive metta from spiritual beings, benevolent, loving, wishing us well, seeing us clearly even though we don't see them. Feel seen and heard and loved in all your creations of who you are. Nothing to hide. Everything is laid bare, seen, understood, forgiven. Keep receiving this loving awareness. And feel it support. May it grow. May it guide your actions. Just know that nothing's hidden. Everything is revealed and open, cherished. May all beings